Kind is. Here we go. I do feel fine. Welcome, YouTubers. Hi, YouTubers and Facebookers. I don't do Twitter. I don't do Instagrams. I really don't even know what they are because I'm old. Yes, I'm old enough to be most of your grandfathers or fathers. I know I don't look it, though, right? Come on. All right, forget about it. All right. Hey, welcome to another exciting adventure of current Christian commentary and news. I'm your host, Pastor Steve. Real short video today. Just something that's gnawing at me. I think there's a thing called a tipping point. And for those of you that don't know what that is, there was a book out years ago, really good book. But it talks about how everything reaches a tipping point. And when it does, it kind of falls over. And so, you know, just like when you were on a seesaw when you were a kid, and then one kid would get off and the other one would fall. I know you never did that, but I've had it done to me plenty of times too. So at any rate, we've reached a tipping point in the hypocritical lies that the mainstream media has been feeding us. And because of the internet and because of communications these days, we've now able to expose it. So I'm doing this video not so much to point out the obvious, because most of you already know this. I'm going to stick with one example. Well, two examples using the same principle. But here's what I did. Here's what I said in church a couple weeks ago, and of course I'll leave a link for this teaching at the bottom of the screen. Now, I took a lot of flack for this one because it's called Black Lies, L-I-E-S. Black lies don't matter. Lies don't matter. And yes, of course, all lives, L-I-V-E-S, matter. So this idea that, you know, only black lives matter is ridiculous. It's a spin. You know, Shepard Smith told Governor Bobby Jindal he shouldn't say that all lives matter. Oh, that's people don't like that. Are you kidding me, Shepard? Look, I know Shepard Smith is homosexual. I still watch him anyway. I don't care. You know, I believe in Dr. King when he said it's not the color of a person's skin, it's the content of their character. But we've gotten so far away from Dr. King's ideals and his dreams of a colorblind society now, in large part because of this particular president, Barack Hussein Obama. We're a nation divided unlike ever before, and the mainstream media is fueling the flames of racism in this country. I don't have a racist bone in my body. Look, man, black, white, yellow, or brown, could care less. I treat people the way I would want to be treated. And so, unfortunately, you know, the president is doing everything he can to fuel the flames of division. You know, sermon for another day. But let me just show you what I said in church just a couple of weeks ago. I'll put a link down at the bottom, but here it is. Dots. I'm going to connect a few for you this morning before we start our Bible study, because we're losing our sense of the truth in society, and we're being helped by the mainstream media and by the alphabet networks. Consciously or subconsciously, they lie to us often. Now, I'm not promoting any network. I'm not promoting right, left, Democrat, Republican. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to lift up Jesus. I'm here to teach you the Word of God so that you'll draw closer to Jesus. It's all about Jesus. All right. But I think we've entered into a time. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 11 says something like this. For this cause, God will send them strong delusion that they will believe a lie. And we are seeing an incredible amount of society, specifically in the United States, unprecedented amount of people believing a lie rather than the truth. And that's because they are being spoon-fed these lies. Okay, so we're being spoon-fed these lies. Now, I'm going to give you one example. Again, it's in two parts, but I want you to be able to articulate this, maybe even send this video to some of your liberal friends. Most of you that are pro-life, you may be Christian and you're pro-life. Yes, I am pro-life, and really, believe it or not, almost 70% of the country, I know this is going to shock you, but almost 70% of the country is pro-life. What? That's not true. Yeah, it is. When you show people the horrific, murderous, barbaric practice of partial birth abortion, when you show them what actually takes place to the baby and how it's murdered in its mother's womb when it's fully developed, when you actually graphically, grossly demonstrate that and show that to them, they changed. 99.9% of the people changed their mind about partial birth abortion. Now, they may go on to be, pro-abortion in the first trimester because it's only a blob of tissue. Again, that's another lie, but that's not what I'm doing this show about. So, yeah, over 70%, when you take into account people that are shown a partial birth abortion and how barbaric and gruesome it is, when you take those people and add them to the mix, almost 70% of this country is pro-life, using that as the parameters and that as the definition. Okay, so years ago, or it still happens today, the pro-life movement, which, as I've demonstrated, is darn near close to 70% of this country. Years ago, according to the mainstream media, I'm going to show you Rachel Maddow, but you're going to recognize the rhetoric from her, MSNBC, which I will never watch, but regardless. Here she is lumping all pro-lifers into a pile and blaming us for some of the violence that has taken place at abortion clinics. In this particular case, oh heavens, the pro-life people are filming. Ooh, they're filming. Ooh, they're right-wingers. Ooh. I get a little dramatic, I know. Watch the tape.
One of the ways they regularly tried to intimidate people, one of their regular tactics was filming people, filming everybody as they arrived to work at the clinic, filming people as they arrived to volunteer, filming people who were working as escorts for patients coming into the clinic, and they filmed the patients themselves, including taking great pains to be seen videotaping their license plates, trying to be very intimidating and very scary to people so they wouldn't go into that clinic. But that day when John Salvi got into that clinic and he shot it up and he killed the receptionist and he wounded other people, as they brought the bodies of the wounded and the killed out of that clinic that day, the anti-abortion protesters in the parking lot, they kept filming. They filmed that too. There have been these politically motivated assassinations and shootings all over the country. Pensacola was the first one that happened in the 90s. Then it happened again in Pensacola. It's happened in Wichita. It's happened in Massachusetts. It's happened in Alabama. It's happened all over the country, all over the last 20, 25 years. And what is specific and knowable about these shootings is that they are connected.
All right, well, there it is, folks. So basically, you've heard the rhetoric. Right-wing Christian conservatives are responsible for the deaths at abortion clinics. NRA members are responsible for gun violence in this country. Starting to sound familiar? This is the narrative and this is the lie that the mainstream media has been playing and plaguing us with for many years. Now, here's the difference. In just a second, I'm going to show you Sheriff David Clark. I hope his first name is David. I hope I got that right. He's from Milwaukee County. You've seen him on TV. Now, all of a sudden, the narrative in the media has changed. You're going to see this CNN commentator. He's going to say, well, you'll see it for yourself. He's going to question the sheriff promoting cause and effect. Black Lives Matter, shouting pigs in a blanket, fry them like bacon. Black Lives Matter leaders going on TV and promoting violence against police officers. Of course, now some of them are backpedaling. But according to CNN, oh no, there's no cause and effect here. So when it fits the liberal paradigm pro-lifers are responsible for violence against abortion clinics, then it's okay. But now that it doesn't fit their paradigm, that the Black Lives Matter, direct correlation between Black Lives Matter and the violence against police, added to and fueled by the President of the United States. This is a new habit of mine. Somebody mentioned this at church, and I didn't really think about it, but I want to say hello to all the members of the NSA who are watching this and analyzing this and putting me on your list. You know what? God bless you. You need to be saved. You need the Lord as much as anybody else. So I just want to, acknowledge the NSA watching this videotape, because I'm not saying anything here that I wouldn't say in public. Watch Sheriff Clark turn the tables on this CNN commentator.
What is your message?
My message has been clear from day one 2 years ago. This anti-cop sentiment from this hateful ideology called Black Lives Matter has fueled this rage against the American police officer. I predicted this 2 years ago. So what I want to know,
okay, Sheriff.
do I want to know?
With all due respect, do you know that this was because of that?
Yes, I do.
As a law enforcement officer?
I've been watching this for 2 years. I predicted this. This anti-police rhetoric sweeping the country has turned out some hateful things inside of people that are now playing themselves out on the American police officer. I want to know, with all of the black-on-black violence in the United States of America, by the way, when the tragedies happened in Louisiana and Minnesota, do you know that 21 black people were murdered across the United States? Was there any reporting on that?
There was a black officer who was killed today. But
was there any reporting on that?
Sheriff, please, let's just keep the volume down here. So I understand, and listen, I'm
looking at 3 dead cops this week,
Sheriff,
and I'm looking at 5 last year. You trying to tell me to keep it down?
If you'll just please, we can keep it civil. So, because the message to people at home, I'm sure you want, is one of civility.
I wish, Don, I wish you had that message of civility
have a conversation
toward this hateful ideology, these purveyors of hate.
You don't know what my message is.
That's
what I want to say to you is,
these people preach vile and virtue
in
the name of
We're going to go to break,
hate.
and we'll be right back.
Folks, a lie is a lie is a lie. And we're getting to a point, as I said on that sermon, we're getting to a point where people are believing a lie rather than the truth. Now, this is my prediction. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen very shortly. Lies are going to become the norm. Just like when you were in kindergarten. You're a liar. No, you're a liar. No, you're a liar. You're a liar. He lied. She lied. She lied. That's what this is happening. And the truth is going to start to disappear. I'm going to tell you one thing. There is only one truth. It's found in the Bible. John 14:6. Jesus said, I'm the way, I'm the truth, and I'm the life. Nobody gets to the Father except through Jesus. Do you hear that, followers of Muhammad? He's not going to get you to heaven. The only one that's going to get you to heaven is Jesus Christ. Listen, folks, thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting my channel. Be sure to subscribe. And also, I'm going to throw a link up there on the comments for my Facebook page. I actually spend more time on my Facebook page than I do on the YouTube. I'm grateful for the YouTube. It's an alternative to the mainstream media, even though you have to kind of sift through and you have to kind of double check. Double check me. I don't mind. Check out my sources. You can disagree with me. That's fine. You don't have to agree with me. But double check my sources, because I'm here to bring you the truth, as long as the truth can last until Jesus comes again. God bless you. God bless you and yours. We'll see you again soon. It really is the end of the world as we know it. But I feel fine. I hope you do too. We'll see you. Until next time, we'll see you soon. Go ahead, say it. Yeah, baby, I feel fine.